Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about opening day, which I didn't initially plan to after I saw what the outcome was. However, I did want to look at the good and the bad. So obviously, yeah, they blew a 7-0 lead. It was like the third biggest opening day comeback ever, and it was like the biggest one in 70 years or something crazy. So unfortunately, yeah, they ended up on the wrong side of history here. But I do want to take a look at the good and the bad because this seemed mostly like a bullpen issue. I didn't get to watch after like the sixth inning, I think. But it seems to be based on the box score and everything else that the bullpen did not quite come through on that. So we're going to be taking a look here. I go to plays. And obviously, first inning was amazing. Brad Miller hitting the third opening day leadoff home run in franchise history. That's great. Then a wild pitch brings in Marcus Semien. Then Nathaniel Lowe brings in Corey Seager. And Ibanez grounded out into a force out, which brought in another run. So went out in the game. They're up 4-0 on a pretty good pitcher, in my opinion, in Jose Barrios. So that was great. And then next inning, boom, Mitch Garver, home run. And then Nathaniel Lowe again brings in another run. So they're up 7-0 in the fourth. Obviously, we were all feeling great at this point. And then the Blue Jays offense, we knew they're going to be a problem. They were a problem last year. They've been pretty good for a while. Vlad Jr. gets things going for them. Then Gurriel, and then Kirk. So 7-3. This is when they pulled John Gray. After this, he was at 70 pitches. Had a couple walks, couple strikeouts. All in all, a decent night. His limit was supposed to be 85 pitches, I think. He was at 70, but he had some blisters and stuff on his hands. So they were being precautionary because he is the main guy. So they don't want to risk him injuring himself this early in the season. So it's like, okay, sure, they're still up by 4. But next inning, I believe it was John King came in. He gave up the single to Vlad Jr. And then they bring in Josh Sorbs, and he gave up the ultimate final blow home run there to tie it up. Then the following inning, they take the lead, so it's just complete disaster mode for Texas right now. I believe it was after the 5th I stopped watching then because it was tied. And then I woke up and saw it was saw the final score. Adolis doing his thing, hitting clutch home runs late in the game, ties it back up, but it was not good enough as they got the lead back in the bottom half of the inning and didn't look back. So box score, right? Everyone did fairly well on offense. It seemed primarily that it was Lowe and Garver and Seager. Semien didn't have a hit, but he did get on base. And Brad Miller had the one hit that got things going as well as walking. Adolis walked and hit a home run. No strikeouts in the game, by the way. Big improvement for Garcia because he was a strikeout machine last year at times. And then the bottom third of the lineup didn't do too well. I mean, Ibanez had the RBI on the ground out, the force out. Cole Calhoun, nothing. Willie Calhoun, nothing. So the 1 through 6 did pretty well. And, that's all you really need in a lineup. Obviously, you want the guys at the bottom still producing runs. And Ibanez did, but this is all kind of semantics at this point. You can talk all day about what should have happened and what needed to happen, but it is what happened. So I feel good about the lineup still. And here's the pitching. So yeah, John Gray, 4 strikeouts, couple walks, 3 earned runs. Would you like him to go longer? Obviously, 4 innings is not ideal for your top starter. Then John King came in, not a great night. Josh Sorbis came in, not a great night. Santana ended up getting the loss, even though he had one of the better outings in the bullpen. And then actually, Greg Holland also had a pretty good night in the bullpen. So take it as you will. They used 5 pitchers yesterday compared to the Blue Jays, who used a few more. So, that early getting Barrios out early, and it ended up being what it ended up being. So, let me know what y'all think. I know there's a lot of negativity going around right now. Even if they get swept in this series, like, first series of the year, it's a mostly new team going against a very good Blue Jays team. And I told y'all, don't expect them to go to the playoffs this year because you don't just suddenly turn it around like that, despite the comparisons to 2015. So, anyway, with that, thank you all for watching, and we'll talk to y'all later.